Welcome back, everybody, to For Goodness Take. Today, we have Colorado guard Maddox Daniels. Maddox, how are you today?
Good, bro. How are you? Appreciate you having me on here, for
Of
sure.
course, appreciate you being on the show. So today we're going to talk some basketball, banter back and forth, and all that good stuff. To kick it off, what were the first 2 points you've ever scored?
Oh man, the first 2 points I scored at CU.
Ever in your whole life?
Oh man, in middle school, I started playing basketball in like seventh grade. So, um, yeah, probably just a layup or something in middle school. Yeah,
Is that all you remember about it, just a layup?
yeah. I mean, the more recent memories are the more you know potent and clear ones since I've been in college. Um, but yeah, starting
How
playing
about your first
basketball,
point
started
as a
playing
buff?
outside with my twin brother. Say it again.
How about your first point as a buff?
As a buff, we were in China. I'm pretty sure it was a 3-pointer. And then,
Okay.
yeah, yep.
Okay. Take me back. You playing outside with your twin brother.
Yeah, I got a twin brother named Mason. We're super close. We hooped together all up until this past year, my junior year, where he is not playing basketball anymore, doing more health and fitness stuff. And, yeah, we've been super close, blessed to have a twin. That competition growing up really helps mold you into the person that, the people that we become. So definitely don't take having a twin for granted, for sure.
Okay. I think I'm in decent shape, but I obviously can get in a lot better shape. So should I contact Mason to get jacked like you guys?
Yeah, for sure. He's very well versed in, real health, understanding nutrition and in like human biology, how all that stuff connects to the healing powers of nature, resistance training, athletic training, all that type of stuff. He's really well versed in. He's devoted his life to it. So he's really just getting started. So it's exciting stuff.
Okay, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
What made you decide to commit to CU after playing JUCO for a couple years?
Yeah, so I was in junior college in Florida. I moved around a lot in high school. I I started in Atlanta, Georgia. Then I was at St. Anthony's in Jersey City, New Jersey for a little bit. I went to Marvert Academy my junior year, started there my senior year, ended up transferring out to high school in Los Angeles at Beverly Hills and graduated from there. Um, and then went to prep school at IMG. Then went to junior college at FSW for a couple of years, which was a great place. I'm so glad that I went to FSW. I'm in Fort Myers. And yeah, just my sophomore year, things really took off. Throughout me trusting the process through prep school, through my freshman year of JUCO, I could have left and gone to a low Division I school, but just decided to stick with it. Sophomore year, a lot of offers, a lot of interest, and it was an exciting year. We got up to number one, ranked as the number one team nationally, and that of course helps when you're winning. You get more attention from college coaches. So CU came around mid-season, and they were super consistent. Coach Roan came and saw me a couple of times. Coach Boyle came to campus, watched me play a lot. Yeah, they just stuck with me the whole time. And then, when the season ended after nationals, I came out here, took my visit, and once I came on my visit, met everybody, met all the players, saw the environment. Just Boulder. Boulder's a great place. I love it here, and yeah, I'm just so blessed to have the opportunity to be out here with great people, great environment, and people that want to work, people that want to win, that have that like-minded mind, like that family, like-minded approach to life itself, not just basketball. So it's really cool. So yeah, just everything. It was an easy decision for me, honestly.
Okay. What other interests and offers did you get?
I had interest from a couple other Pac-12 schools, Oregon State, some others, and then schools on the East Coast, and a lot of schools in Florida, schools in like the A-10, like St. Bonaventure, stuff like that. It was really a lot. Like I had a whole list of like schools that would call and then not call, and schools that jumped on late. But just the school that just stayed there the whole time was CU, and it was an easy decision.
Okay. I have a couple brothers that graduated from CU, so I'm kind of a CU guy myself.
Nice,
When you When you
Nice.
committed, I was pretty excited to land you.
Dope, bro. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, last season was an up and down season, I would say. We started the season well. We hit definitely, kind of hit a rough patch towards the end. The end of the season was just so weird with all the coronavirus stuff and how it ended. But, for me personally, I felt like it started off well. I hit some rough patches, going into December, January, but I felt like I really finished the season strong. I'm feeling really good about, all the work that we're doing this summer and then going into next year, just helping lead these guys and, make sure that I'm working on all these parts of my game so I can be a reliable player on the floor for sure.
I was really ready for you guys to shock the world in March Madness because you hit that rough patch, but just to bounce back and go really deep in that run.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the seniors wanted it, and it was tough. When you work that hard, you get to a certain point in the year, and then things kind of just you feel like it gets taken away. You never know when. So it's a testament to just always play like it's your last game, and we can learn a lot from that last season. The guys that are coming back, we can learn a lot from what happened, and I think in the long run, it'll make our team, these guys coming back and just the program overall better in the long run. So yeah.
As a Buffs fan, I need to know, how are you guys going to bounce back after losing such players as Tyler Bay, McKinley Wright, Lucas Stewart, and Shane Gatling? Like, how are you guys going to adjust to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got a lot of good young guys coming in. We got good vets coming back. As far as Ken's status, McKinley's status, that's still up in the air. And yeah, I think regardless, with the guys that we got coming back right now, and then with Jariah Horn coming in, who's a grad transfer, Jabari, Luke, all the young guys, Keyshawn's going to be eligible to play as well. He was a redshirt last year. We got Ev coming back, Dallas, Deshaun, Eli, myself. So we got a lot of guys that have been in tough spots before and have played in big games before, but we also got young guys that can come in and learn the culture and continue building on, what we've been building on. So, yeah.
I always watch you guys when you play at UCLA and USC, so I'm excited to see you guys play with that new roster next year.
Yeah, for sure. The UCLA game was pretty crazy. When that trip was pretty fun. Yeah, I actually got a concussion that game, but overall, like, it was just a really weird game, like one of those games that you feel like, you snap your fingers and it's over. But, I feel like the squad bounced back really well against USC. It was probably one of our best wins last year at USC. And it was really dope. So yeah, I felt like we bounced back really well, but then, we had a couple opportunities to bounce back towards the end of the season and we couldn't really get over the hump. The Utah game was BS. We should have won that game, but yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of, I didn't like that. You guys should have won that game.
Yeah.
You guys could have easily finished first in the Pac-12, but just the ball bounced out the rim the wrong way, or the one rotation was a little late. It was just one of those kind of seasons for you guys.
Yeah. I think, we had meetings after the season, coach talking to us and asking us about what we think went wrong. And, of course, you can point to defense. You can point to a little bit of separation or lack of communication, these different things. But at the end of the day, I think as everybody gets back in the gym and we start working again and have the common goal, like, we'll be able to look back on those things and learn from them and basically alchemize them into, being a better team.
Good. I'm really excited to see you guys play next year.
Yes, sir.
Being in the Pac-12, who do you think is the hardest to play on the road?
Oof. I mean, I haven't experienced like every single team on the road. Last year was my first year, but just through my experiences and then through what my teammates tell me, they say that Arizona is a pretty tough place to play on the road. Arizona's pretty tough. Yeah, I'll probably have to say, Arizona. Their fan base is always strong. It was rocking in there when we played them. That was just another one of those games where it was fighting an uphill battle kind of the whole time. But yeah, definitely looking forward. I'm pretty sure the conference schedule this year is going to be 20 games instead of 18. So that should be exciting and more opportunities to, right some wrongs from last year.
Okay. Arizona's always really good, and they have a huge fan base. So is that what makes them so hard to play on the road?
Yeah, I think so. Huge fan base. yeah, they got good players. They had some NBA dudes these last few years. I know they had some when we played them this year. Um, solid coaching, good fan base. The environment's just different. But anytime like that, it's really an opportunity for a team coming in to that arena at Arizona to really step up and like get a signature win. So, it might be tough, but like that's kind of what we want if we're really trying to compete.
Hmm. Pac-12 Conference of Champions. Who's the hardest player you've had to guard in the Conference of Champions?
Ooh, good question. Good question. Huh. Hmm. Uh. Hmm. I'm just trying to cycle through all these people that I've played against. A couple of dudes on Washington were pretty tough to guard. McDaniels, I think that's his name.
Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, he was tough just because of his length and like his ability to his high release and stuff like that. I guarded him a few times. We ended up beating him at home, but he was a tough guard because he can go left and right. He can pull up and shoot. He can handle it pretty well. Um, but yeah, that was actually a good win, really good win at home. But yeah, I would say McDaniel's was toughest.
I think he was the number one small forward in high school prior to that season.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that makes sense. He's got a lot of tools. As far as playing like within the team game, I feel like we did a better job than Washington that game. So I feel like that's why we won. But yeah, he's got some skills.
I was watching that game. You guys didn't miss either. That helped too.
Yeah, facts. Definitely helped.
I noticed on your YouTube channel you're always in nature. Broad question, but what about nature is just so special to you?
Yeah, nature's really important. It's in our modern society, I guess, the rat race, become very disconnected from it, and worried about a lot of superficial things, a lot of materialism right now. And I just think it's important that we don't forget that we are nature itself. We're human beings are the most complex manifestation of nature on earth. And if we're disconnected from nature and always living in these urban areas and sucked into technology, et cetera, then, we're actually disconnected from an important aspect of ourselves. So just making sure that, me and Mason, who are, working through that YouTube channel and through Instagram, just keeping that conversation going on the importance of not forgetting nature, and the importance of it, because, it's definitely a big part of who we are.
I know I'm gonna be applying for college in a couple or next year in a couple
Yeah.
months. So like let's give it like 15 months. And my brothers are saying you're going to CU, best nature in the world, best campus in the world. So can you try
Yeah.
to build upon that nature part?
Yeah. I mean,
I've
Boulders
been to
is
campus a couple times.
Yeah, Boulder's amazing. I mean, if you come to Boulder, I mean, you got the mountains. People love to hike here. It's a bike friendly place. I bike around everywhere. You got the Boulder Creek flowing through here that a lot of us are at all the time. It's a popular spot for people, especially during the summer. Uh, it's just like a really green place. Environmentally friendly place. The people are conscious of that here. The campus is beautiful. They just it's just really beautiful. It's one of those things you got to see for yourself, and all these things should be interpreted by the individual, and how it makes them feel intrinsically. But yeah, it's definitely tops when it comes to that in the country, no doubt.
After a hard practice, do you go jump in the Boulder River?
Yeah, I mean, I go there. I'd say yeah. A lot of times I do. Sometimes we got the ice bath here in the hot tub, but I would say definitely the creek is one of my top spots for sure. I love it over there.
Okay. I'm gonna switch gears on you. So this is called the
Yeah.
speed round. I'm gonna say a word, phrase, whatever it may be, and you're gonna respond with the first thing that comes to your mind, whether it's a memory, a sentence, a word, an action, or whatever it is.
Oh, okay. It's like that thing in James Bond or something. If
I
you've ever
haven't
seen that
seen
movie.
James Bond,
Oh, okay.
but maybe
Some people know what I'm saying. All right, cool.
meditation.
Introspection.
Ooh, Steve Montez.
Underrated.
Exhale.
Said exhale,
Hmm.
inhale.
Twin.
Mason,
Maddox Daniels.
human being.
Oh, okay. Like all those answers.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna switch it up on you one more time. This
All
is called
good, bro.
Recruit Me. So I'm a five-star point guard from Los Angeles, and I've narrowed my list down to four schools:
Uh,
UCLA, Arizona, Oregon, and can you guess the fourth one?
to you.
CU, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how are you gonna convince me to commit to Colorado?
Oh man. All right. Well, as far as Boulder goes, the campus community and everything is, been voted the number one college town in the country. The environment, the coaching staff, and everybody. And there are going to be a lot of guys around you that want you to come in right away because there's a lot of selflessness around here. What everybody wants to do is win, and we know that the more that we win, the more everybody benefits as an individual. So that's definitely the mindset around here. As far as practices go, as far as preparing for games, coach is very smart, and he knows that he doesn't want to overwork the players' bodies. So he's going to let us take care of our bodies how we need to take care of our bodies, but he's always going to keep us on point when it comes to being prepared for games and traveling. We eat good, we eat great. When it comes to our conference games and some non-conference games, we fly private, charter flights. Um, you know, it's definitely a legit experience coming here. And as far as the school in the Pac-12, CU's just different. It's definitely kind of a university that I feel doesn't have a rival when it comes to everything that it has to offer, as far as the environment, as far as the athletic department as a whole, as far as how they take care of their athletes at a high level when it comes to mental health, physical health, even spirituality in some ways, just overall wellness, the nutrition program, the strength coach, Steve Englehart, best coach in the country, no doubt. That's my guy. And if you come here, you'll love it here. There's been guys that have been here for 4 or 5 years. They love it here. They don't leave because they don't want to leave. Just the environment, just the family that's here. It's definitely a family that I'm grateful to be a part of. That I'm glad I made the choice, and you won't regret it either. So for sure.
Okay. On game day, I walk into CU Events Arena. What are the fans like? What's the atmosphere like? What's the team like? Give me a little walkthrough about that.
Yeah, I mean, as far as on game day, if you walk in here, the team, the guys are gonna be locked in. Some guys get out on the court super early. Everybody has their own pregame routine that they do. As far as the fans go, there's a lot of little kids that want to interact with the athletes. And then just a lot of people from all around Boulder, all around Colorado, really, that are just diehard CU Buff fans and CU basketball fans. And we had a lot of games sold out last year. Um, you know, Definitely I feel like the foundation that these guys have built before I got here has been a great foundation. It was great to see, everything that they've built as far as, the enthusiasm from the fan base, the commitment to the program. It's really cool to see, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. And game day's jumping. There's nothing like it, especially at Coors, especially on a rivalry game. If Oregon's coming in here or CSU or something like that, it's definitely going to be jumping, or USC. So yeah.
What are the bananas like during the game?
They're funny. They're funny. Uh, yeah, but they're super cool. And after the game, you go around, shake their hands. The student section's always jumping. Super committed. So definitely, as a player, have a lot of gratitude for people that come out and support, regardless of the results. Just have an appreciation for the dudes out on the floor competing and trying to get the dub. They understand that it's not an easy game, but they understand also that we hold ourselves to a certain standard of winning. And appreciate them for sure.
If I commit, what's next?
Say it again.
If I commit, what's next?
If you commit, it's
Mm.
gonna be work, But that's nothing that we're not used to as basketball players. I'm just working and really being around like a family environment and just being taken in. And you can be yourself. You can say anything. You can talk to anybody about anything. There's no boundaries. All the guys, like, we're into everything. We accept each other's differences. as far as the squad that's here now, everybody is into different things. And then we also have our similarities and things that we're interested into as well that we have in common, So, overall, it's just like a family environment that wants to go out, and when it's time to go to battle, it's time to go to battle, and that's the cool part about it for sure.
Okay, I think I've heard enough. With everything
Yep.
you've said, I'm gonna commit to
Yes,
the
sir.
Colorado University.
Let's
Let's go
go.
Buffs.
Let's go, baby. Go
They
Buffs.
fight, see you down the field, see
Yes,
you
sir.
on play.
I didn't know your brothers went to see you too. That's dope, man.
Yep,
Yeah, man. It's a great place for sure, bro. And yeah,
one of my favorite college cities.
yeah, bro. Amazing.
Well, that concludes this episode of For Goodness Take. Maddox, thank you so much for being on the show. Any final comments or questions?
Nah, bro. I appreciate it. It's a great podcast, man. I hope you continue doing it. And you've had some great dudes on already. And yeah, I appreciate you reaching out, having me on. And yeah, man. Hopefully we can talk again soon.
Thank you so much for being on the show, and best of luck to you next season.
Yes, sir, bro. Appreciate it.
Of course.